Most people still believe that Catholicism spread slowly. They think it grows mainly through families, passed down from parents to children over generations. In that view, faith is something you inherit, not something you choose. But what if that picture is no longer true in 2026? What if across the world thousands of people are actively choosing to become Catholic? Not because they were born into it, but because they are searching for something deeper, something stable, something true. This is not just a theory. It's happening right now. In countries you may expect, and in countries that may surprise you, new believers are entering the Catholic Church every year. They're going through formation, learning the faith, receiving baptism, and beginning new lives shaped by prayer, discipline, and belief. These are not small or isolated events. In many places, they are part of large and organized movements that are quietly reshaping the global church. Number 5. Nigeria has become one of the strongest centers of Catholic growth in the world today. With a Catholic population that has already crossed tens of millions, the country is not just large, it is active. Every year, huge numbers of new believers enter the church, especially during major liturgical celebrations like Easter. In many dioceses, the process of becoming Catholic is highly organized. People go through months of formation, learning about the faith step by step. When they finally reach baptism, it is not a casual moment. It is the result of real commitment. In cities like Lagos, Abuja, and Onitsha, Easter vigils often include thousands of new Catholics in a single night. What makes this even more powerful is the age of the population. Nigeria is one of the youngest countries in the world. Millions of young people are entering adulthood and asking serious questions about life, purpose, and identity. For many of them, the Catholic Church provides a clear path. It offers structure, teaching, and a sense of belonging. At the same time, becoming Catholic in some parts of Nigeria is not always easy. In regions affected by violence and religious tension, choosing the faith can carry real risk. Churches have been attacked. Communities have faced pressure, yet conversion continues, and that gives it even deeper meaning. It shows that faith here is not just tradition, it is conviction. The church also plays a major role in daily life. Catholic schools educate millions of students. Hospitals and social services reach people in both cities and rural areas. For many converts, their first contact with the church is through these acts of service. They experience care before they learn doctrine. Nigeria is not just growing in numbers, it is producing vocations. Seminaries are full. Priests and religious from Nigeria are now serving around the world. This makes the country not only a place of conversion, but also a source of leadership for the global church. Number 4. South Korea. South Korea presents a very different kind of Catholic growth. It is not driven by population size or external pressure. It is driven by discipline, structure, and personal choice. Today, millions of Catholics live in South Korea, and every year, tens of thousands of adults choose to join the church. It is not quick. It is not emotional alone. It is structured and serious. The catechumen process often lasts close to a year. During this time, candidates attend weekly classes, study scripture, learn the teachings of the church, and prepare spiritually. By the time they are baptized, they understand what they are choosing. This pattern goes back to the beginning of Catholicism in Korea. The faith was first embraced not by missionaries, but by scholars who discovered Christian writings and began studying them deeply. That connection between faith and study still exists today. In modern South Korea, life is often intense. There is strong pressure to succeed, to perform, and to keep up with expectations. Many people feel tired and overwhelmed. In this environment, Catholicism offers something different. It offers a rhythm of life built around prayer, rest, and community. Parishes are highly organized. Many run multiple formation programs at the same time. New converts are not left alone. They are guided, supported, and integrated into parish life. Catholic institutions also play a role. Schools, universities, and hospitals provide spaces where people encounter the faith naturally. South Korea shows that even In a modern and competitive society, people are still searching for something beyond achievement, and many are finding that in the Catholic Church. Number 3. China. China is one of the most complex places to understand Catholic growth. It is difficult to measure, difficult to track, and often hidden. But that does not mean it is not happening. Estimates suggest that millions of Catholics live in China today. But beyond those numbers, there is a much larger group of people exploring Christianity, a country with a massive population. Even small movements can become very significant. Catholic life in China exists in different forms. There are official churches that are recognized by the state. There are also underground communities that remain more hidden. In both settings, people continue to discover and enter the faith. In cities like Beijing and Shanghai, young professionals are beginning to search for meaning beyond material success. Rapid growth and development have changed daily life, but they have also created pressure and emptiness for many. Catholicism offers a different vision. It offers purpose, structure, and a connection to something eternal. In rural areas, the story is different but equally important. Some communities have long Catholic histories. In these places, families continue to enter the church over time, building strong and lasting communities. What makes China especially important is its scale. Even a small increase in conversions can represent a huge number of people. And because much of this growth happens quietly, it often goes unnoticed by the wider world. China shows that faith does not need full visibility to grow. It can spread through relationships, through small communities, and through personal encounters that change lives quietly. Number 2. India. India is one of the most complex and powerful examples of Catholic conversion in the world today. It is a place where growth is happening, but not without challenges. The Catholic population in India is already large, with millions of believers across the country. But what makes India stand out is the number of new converts entering the church each year, especially in certain regions. In states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and parts of central and northeastern India, thousands of adults are baptized annually. In some areas, entire families or communities gradually become Catholic. Together, the path to conversion in India is often connected to real-life experience. The church plays a major role in education, healthcare, and social support. Many people first encounter Catholicism through schools or hospitals. They experience service, care, and community before they begin exploring the faith more deeply. In rural areas, conversion is often slow but strong. Missionaries and local leaders build relationships over time, trust grows, understanding deepens. Eventually, people choose to enter the church. At the same time, conversion in India is not always easy. In some regions, there are legal and social challenges. People may face pressure from their communities. Choosing the faith can come with real consequences. This makes each conversion meaningful. It is not a casual decision. It is often a serious and thoughtful step. India also shows the diversity of Catholic growth. Cities, professionals, and students are exploring the faith for intellectual and spiritual reasons. In villages, communities are entering through lived experience and long-term contact with the church. With such a large population, even steady growth becomes significant. India is shaping the future of Catholicism not only through numbers, but through the depth and reality of conversion. Number 1. Vietnam. Vietnam stands at the top of this list as one of the most dynamic places for Catholic conversion in 2026. It is a country where the faith is not only growing, but deeply alive in daily life. Millions of Catholics already live in Vietnam, but what makes the country stand out is the steady rise in new believers, especially among young people. In many dioceses, catechumen programs are expanding. Parishes regularly receive large groups preparing for baptism. In major cities, like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, young adults are actively exploring the faith. They are looking for meaning in a rapidly changing society, and many are finding it in Catholicism. One of the most important factors in Vietnam is community. Conversion is rarely a lonely process. Friends invite friends. Families support new believers. Parishes create strong connections that help people stay rooted in the faith. Catholic life is also very visible. Churches are active throughout the week. Religious celebrations draw large crowds. Devotions, especially Marian ones, play a central role in spiritual life. Education and formation are strong. People are given the chance to learn and understand before they commit. This creates stability and long-term growth. Another key factor is vocations. Seminaries and religious communities continue to grow. This ensures that the church has the leadership it needs to support future generations. Vietnam represents a balance that is rare. Growth is steady. Faith is visible. Community is strong. New believers continue to enter the church with conviction. When we step back and look at all 5 of these countries together, a clear pattern begins to appear. Catholicism is not fading. It is expanding into new regions of strength. And in many of these places, faith is not something people are born into. By default, it is something they are choosing. This is a major shift. For centuries, much of the Catholic world was shaped by inheritance. Today, more and more people are discovering the faith for themselves. They are asking questions. They are searching for truth. And they are finding answers in the church. The center of Catholic growth is also changing. It is moving toward Africa, Asia, and regions that many once overlooked. These places are not only adding numbers, they are shaping the future of the church through new energy, new leadership, and new expressions of faith. And that leads to a powerful question. If people in these countries are choosing Catholicism in the middle of challenge, pressure, and change, what does that say about the faith itself? What is it offering that continues to attract people across different cultures, languages, and life situations? Think about which country surprised you the most. Was it Nigeria with its energy and courage? South Korea with its discipline and structure? China with its quiet and hidden growth? India with its depth and complexity? Or Vietnam with its strong and living Catholic culture? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let others know what stood out to you. If you want to keep exploring stories like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and stay with us for more insights into the global church, its growth, the powerful ways faith continues to shape lives around the world.